Well, welcome to the Idaho Reload, everybody. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're getting in the Are We Cool Yet? SVTR Mac-11, a short, brief review of this. So quickly, I make it easier for you guys and me not having to hold it up. I am going to switch views here. All right. So here we have this. First, I'll get into the filament. So I printed this back in 2021, I believe. Yes, 2021. And this is actually printed in Apollo X, the Forma Future. And I believe this was supposed to have been done in an enclosed chamber, but I never did. I either printed this on. I can't recall if I did this on my Ender 3 or on the CR6. I can't recall. I believe it was the Ender 3. I don't have that no more, but I believe it was the Ender 3. But I got this at the time. I think it was, it was kind of an exotic filament at the time. Not so much now, but anyway, so it takes well, I'm going to get this out of the way, you guys, because I know I'm probably going to get lots of comments down there. Where do I get the print? Where do I get this? I can't post links for this kind of stuff, you guys. YouTube doesn't like that, and they'll strike the channel and do that kind of stuff. So Google, you guys, throughout this, Google is your friend, okay? But so it takes an AR-15 control group, fire control group, and mine's was from Primary Arms, and I just have a cheap red dot on this. And then I have a 3D printed foldable Picatinny brace on here. Just push down there, and then hold up the release, and then it locks in. And then, yeah, so this was actually a really good print, and it came out really clean, especially being on an Ender 3. The only, I don't know if you guys could tell, the only lines that you can see on this is some color variation, and that probably has to do with the temperature from when it was printed, color variation, temp variation, probably because it wasn't in a heated chamber. But yeah, if you look at this is a really clean print, especially from back then. With no bamboos or anything back then. It was a really came out to be a really clean print. This is one of my very first prints too. And then you got the everything there. It does have the detent in there for the safety, and it's very solid and tactile on that. So yeah. So on this, the version, there's a few versions that are in the print thing, but mine, I took the, I don't know, basically it's a dovetail attachment that comes down here that you, and then you tell that you screw in, you slide the dovetail in, screw it in, and holds that. So you can do lots of different variations. I believe there was even a variation where you can have a Picatinny on top for a red dot or something, but that would only play in a role, I believe. I can't recall. It's been a while, but I didn't need that because I had that already on my top. But some of these Mac 10s, they have the charging handle on the top, like the originals. So, and I actually have a version of that, but not on this print. And so we're not going to get into that because that would be a review for a different print. So yeah, and then this thing has been great. Functions great, no problems. It does have, the only issue I had is when I very first printed it is because you can print the feed lips that are in here, and those and you kind of sand it as you need to try to get the feed good. I couldn't get it to function 100%. I couldn't get it right where it functioned 100%. And then I believe it was Riptide Rails that came out with an aluminum feed ramp for this. And I got that, and I put that in this, and then sand it got it right, and it functions great. The only function issues I've had with this, and that's what I'll get into now, is with magazines. And so let me start with the 3D printed Sten mag. This is actually a solid mat. This printed great. This printed great. Everything. I mean, it's solid. This is a tank of a magazine. The only issue is, well, I'll show you this first. Is if you look in here, see if I can get that angle right. So let me grab something to point at. So you can see the metal in there. If you look right there, you'll see it poking out. So right there, there's the magazine catch in here, this side of the magazine, and it's in there all the way. So you can tell it protrudes out just a little bit, right? Just enough. So I'm going to be quiet here for you guys can hear. Okay, as you hear it locked in, but the issue is I can pull it out and it releases itself. And it's, see, I've got it in there. It just pulls out. So the only way I can get this, and when that, as you're firing, it kind of lowers itself down. So only way that it doesn't start having feeding issues and everything with this particular mag is that you'd have to hold it in there. And then same thing, and that was disappointing because these Palmer mags, I got a couple of these. I only brought one for the video out. Is these weren't cheap, and if you look at it on these, it doesn't have. I mean, it should be grabbing a little. Now, keep in mind, it does do better than these. They actually, it locks in a lot better. It locks. So I got, but you can still pull it out. It just depends. And under recoil, that's where it actually really matters. So if I can do it by hand, recoil is going to do it, a lot easier. So, but it's got a good lock for a minute. Then if I get just enough tug, then I can get it to come out. Now, these, keep in mind that the metal ones here, obviously these sand mags, they're surplus, right? So these things been through the ringer and they're beat up. So everybody's mileage is going to vary when it comes to these, right? So with this one on top, actually I could tell by looking at it already. This one, if you can tell, right, that this got like where it's supposed to catch has got mashed in, got banged in. I don't know if I would be able to force that out or not. But so this one goes in there, locks in. I'm able to pull it right back out. So spoiler, I got basically 2 functional magazines that for this out of all these. So this one, so here, I'll show you the perfect one first. So this one right here locks in. You heard that, right? I could tug the heck out of it. Oh, that's the first time I've actually gotten it to release. For the most part, I can't get it to come out. But it's in there. You can tell it's locked. So this one here goes in even more, and I'll show you when it comes out. So it's in there. This one takes a little bit more persuasion to get it out, because this one, I don't know, couldn't tell this, it was the way it was formed or beaten out, or if it got swollen or something. You guys can tell I did some filing to take down some high spots on it, and I think I need to do some more. So it's got a lot of drag. It's so stiff because it's drag, it's the width, right? So it's got some drag. So been messing with those. So that's the only issues that I've had with it, is the going through having the magazines that work for this. But besides that, let me switch back, you guys. Let's go back to main. So with that, this thing has it's been a great. I think this is a great print. I think it's an awesome print. I mean, and look at this. I printed, and I've shot a pretty decent amount, and I've had this now, so it's been going on 4 years now. And you guys see, I have a short that I did about that 4 years ago of the test fire of this. So yeah, and then that is it, you guys. And And then, yeah, so that's my quick short review of that. I mean, yeah, not a whole lot to, to go over with this. I had it and I figured hey, I might as well, show it to everybody, and everybody's seen the short. So might as well kind of do a brief review of this, because it's still not a cheap build. I mean, even this 4 years ago, that I don't know what they are now, but I know that the upper and everything for the Mac-10 is like 300 something bucks. I mean, for that. So it's not a cheap build. So, and then you had the little stuff like buying the rails I did for 20 bucks and the magazines, and like that was where the disappointment was with these, because I think I got two or three of these. I don't remember, but you know, that was 75 bucks, and these kind of aren't that great. But anyways, but with that, you guys, thanks for watching, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want me to kind of do some more reviews of some of these prints that I've done or do in the future? Let me know. Comment down below. Again, I can't send you links to unfortunately to the prints and all that stuff. Again, you guys, Google is your friend. That stuff's easy to find. But with that, you guys, thanks for watching. God bless you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.